Hi, this is Miranda, and welcome back to my channel. This is another Mixed Media Friday for Cheeky Studio, where Tuesday and I do some mixed media for you. And I decided today to use Make Paper Art's Game On cut file. And I'm going to do some mixed media with it. I have a picture of my daughter gaming on the Kindle and iPads with one of her good friends when they were over. So I've already done clear gesso and cut out my cut file on my Cricut, and I'm going to leave it on the Cricut so that it stays flat while I put on the gesso and the distressed oxides. Now the distressed oxides that I do use are Worn Lipstick, Mermaid Lagoon, and Squeeze Lemonade, and they match the sequence mix and the colors in the Game On ephemera pack from Cheeky Studio. People have been doing this a lot lately with the cut files where only half of the direction is made, and then you flip it over and you get like a newer ephemera side of it or to the cut file. And I'm shadowing the back side of my papers where the game is going to flip over. So here I don't really much care if I get the coloring on the actual piece that needs to flip, because ultimately it's just going to be hidden anyway when I start to layer this down. The other thing too is I'm going to let you know as well is, even though that you see that they're very, very bright here, you will see me take my white gesso with a sponge and get it down to where it tones it down some. And I'm just going here, and it works really well with the gesso too. So the one thing that I wanted to show you guys as well on here, and it'll be here in just a little bit too, I do a lot of stuff on my Cricut mat to make it better. So here I am taking it off, and you see all of that. I wanted to show you this. So I just get out a Clorox wipe and I clean it all off. And I'm just taking off the gesso that ended up going on the mat. And I know you guys are probably cringing. You guys are like, why in the world are you wiping your mat down with wetness? It actually re-sticks the Cricut mat. The one awesome thing about the Cricut mats that I'm not sure if you can do it with the other collections of like Silhouette or whatever, but the Cricut mats, you can wipe it back down and get the stick sticky again. Just as a tidbit, if you want to try to keep your paper straight. So as I pull this off, you can tell I've gessoed, I've distressed oxide, and here I am now still playing with this paper, and it's still straight. So I just wanted to show that, and that's the reason why I kept all that in. Here I am, I'm just fussy cutting and backing these cut files where the holes are at. And I don't show you all of this. I think I show you a couple. And then the magic of YouTube, obviously, the little bit that I do off camera for this selection is to finish backing, and then I sew on my spots of where the cut file flips over. I took a bone finder to it and really got that straight and tucked it good. And then I took thread, 2 different colors of thread, green and blue, and I placed it on there for the thread, and I just went up and down. So now I don't have to worry about gluing down these white pieces, and I leave the piece white. I don't color them in, I don't do anything, I just leave them white. And this is where I said that I toned down the blue colors and the brighter colors, like the blues and the pinks that got a little too bright or too much oxide inks on it. You just take white primer, and it doesn't hide it. And I've seen Missy Winton do this. You guys have seen all of us do that, etc., all that kind of stuff. And it's just the same technique. I took the wiping, I cleaned off the white off of my pattern paper. And there's my picture. So I am using the Wild Child Boys side for a little bit of my paper patterns, and also a little bit of the stars, because I love Tuesday's stars, but there wasn't quite enough stars in there for what I wanted to do on my layout. But the colors that were part of the Wild Child collection works wonderful with the Game On collection from Cheeky Studio. So I got this kit, was from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I asked for some boyish tone papers for me to use on my daughter's layouts. And here I am, I'm just placing down all of the layers that I want, and I tear some of them, I leave them straight, and I tuck them, and I keep my picture straight. That's the kind of the beauty of this cut file. I placed these controllers where I wanted them to be. And here I am, I'm just placing, I think this is the last color. Nope, green is my last color. So I really put a lot of layers into this one just to bring out, a lot of the colors that are in this layout. It becomes very girly to the respect that it's very flashy, very bright, and that is completely a girl's layout. So here I am, I'm taking the Game On ephemera from Cheeky Studio, and while you're seeing me go through all these, I wanted to let you know to make sure that you go check out Tuesday's layout as well today, and also make sure that you subscribe both of ours, along with go into the description down below. I'll list everything, including all the ephemera that we're using and my mixed media products that I do have. And also make sure that you check out her group and her YouTube channel. She placed all of the new products and collections in there. Plus, you are going to see starting next week, my layouts are going to start being on her channel. And one of the other design team members, Lisa from Pink Glitter Stamper, is also going to be on her channel doing layouts as well. So you're going to see it in 2 different spots. So that's pretty cool there. So getting back to the layout, I'm now starting to place these down as well, the ephemera. So I grabbed some of the controllers. I took off one of the little sayings that says "Girls Always Win," and I placed 2 of the girls on there as well because there's 2 girls in the picture. And the mushrooms has nothing to do with this because they're Super Mario Brothers. The Game Boys have nothing to do with this, but I wanted to show 2 Game Boys because one is on an iPad, the other one is on a Kindle. My daughter has the Kindle and it has almost every game you can think of on there. We allow her to do a lot of educational stuff on there. She plays that in between going outside and that kind of stuff. She can't sit still long enough, but it's long enough that she has no issue with this. So, and I'm placing the mushrooms just in different spots along with the stars. And you're probably thinking you haven't even thought of your title or anything yet. So my title is going to be Watch Me Go. And I start to place that up there on top, and then I realize I want this right beside the picture. So here I am, I'm placing all these down. And the title where I got that from and the stars, again, like I said, are from the Wild Child collection, the boy side of it. So the second half of that collection. I absolutely love these 2 collections. I have both. And you can see, just even though that my daughter, and she has a friend that's a girl, that is 100%, I'm telling you, my daughter does not wear blues and yellows and greens. She wears pinks and purples and pinks and purples and, did I mention pink and purple? And I have absolutely no issue putting all these boy colors on here. None whatsoever. She even asked me, she's like, Mom, why did you not put my favorite colors on her? And I said, because they're my favorite colors. And she's like, ugh. But I didn't care. I loved it. I love how this layout turned out. And the cut file is from Make Paper Art. Amanda over there at her shop is making exclusive cut files to collections that Tuesday is making in the shop. This one goes very well with her Game On collection. So I'm hoping that you go over and check hers out. Like I said, I'm going to link everything down below. I'm going to link all of the products I use from Cheeky Studio. I will link this particular one of the cut files. She has many, many more cut files as well. But make sure you go check out Amanda's channel and her channel and also her Etsy shop, which, like I said, I'll link everything down below. And also, lo and behold, because I keep forgetting to tell you this, even though I've placed it down in my description, make sure that if you are going to go purchase anything, use my code Miranda10 on all Cheeky products and you'll get 10% off. Also, you probably cringed as you saw that me cut this, and I really enjoy this tear in here. I really do. And I placed this on my layout, and I will come back and show you that I stitched different designs on that, and then I'm going to round out, there it is, and I'm going to round it out with this star and a couple other things as well. So you'll see the still shots at the end. Make sure you go over and check out Cheeky Studio's YouTube channel. Let's get that growing for Tuesday, along with Tuesday's channel will be all linked down below. I hope you enjoyed this girl layout that's got boy tones, and I hope you have a scrappy weekend, and talk to you soon. Bye!